Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, and today I am doing a mod spotlight. Yes, we have the Network Multitool by MacSergey that we're going to be having a look at, and it adds this little extra menu up here. If you have the unified UI, it adds this little option here, the Network Multitool. You can also get to it down here in your road menu. It adds this little one here, the Network Multitool, and it has these 8 new cool tools that you can use with your network. So that's your roads, your railways, props, all sorts of things these can be used with. There is a beta version out which has a couple of extra tools. I will try and show you those at the end. So let's take a look at what these tools can do for you. So we're just going to put a little graphic on the screen just to quickly show you what these 8 tools are. So as you can see, you've got add node, you've got remove node, you've got intersect, which we'll discuss what that does, align, which takes a load of bits of road and aligns them in a nice circle or a straight piece of road. We'll see. We've got loop, connect, slope, which works much better than the move it slope option, and also union. So let's take a brief look at those. Okay, nice and simple. The first one is the add node option. As you can see, you can press Control+1. So all of these have their own shortcuts. They can be changed in the options if you so desire. And if we have a look along this road, actually, if we use the move it mod, you can see where all the nodes are. If you want to add some more, so we'll go on to here, we'll click on add node, and we've got loads of options. So we can add a node there, we can add another node there, and then if you wish, you can take those nodes away. So if we hover over where they are, we'll just click and it will remove those nodes. On the beta version, as you hover over this, you will be able to see all the nodes. They will be highlighted, which was an excellent addition. Right, let's take a look at the intersect tool. So let's just draw a road in here. And let's just say you're working with Anarchy on and you draw a road over the top and you think, oh, do you know what? I want that to be a proper intersection, not just the 2 rows going over the top of each other. So we'll select the intersect tool. We'll select our first segment and our second segment, and bang, there we go. It has put an intersection in the middle for you. Right, next we have align mode. Nice and simple. Let's just take all of these roads here. We will select align mode. There we go. And we can select all the nodes along here. If you try and skip a node, and I try to go to that one, it will show it up as red. So if I've missed one, I need to go back and get that one. There we go. That's the one at the end. And then once you've selected all your nodes, press enter, and it will line the road up for you. And I think that's going to be particularly handy. Maybe if you've got a road that is just ever so slightly off. Let's turn off let's try that again. Let's grab that one there. There we go. So you've got a road that's just ever so slightly off like that. And before, you might take the move it mod and you might put this on and you're trying to sort of line it up and it doesn't quite go right. So now you can just get the align mode. I'm going to go down here this time. Select all the nodes. There we go. We'll take that, and we'll take that. Press enter, all lined up. Right, now we're starting to get to the really fun tools. So you've got 2 rows that you wish to connect with a loop. What would you normally do? You'd perhaps connect your road. You'd use the curved road tool. You'd say come out a bit like that. You then go along there like that. Maybe get that lined up. And it just takes so long. Now this bit of road isn't quite straight. Yeah, you know how it goes when it doesn't go exactly to plan. Well, we can just use one of the tools here. We're going to go to the Network Multitool, select Create Connection Mode. We're going to select this last segment along here. We want to connect that to over here. And we get that option, which is rather nice. But if we click on the little node at the end, it will change that for us. And that is going to put a road in there. And that can be it. You press enter and it's done. But if you notice, there was a few options there to change the connection. So let's get that tool again. We're going to go from there to there. You can click on the node at the end. That's going to switch that around. You can click the other one as well if you want to. Switch that around. But you've got the degrees that are showing up in here and the meters as well. And I've got my keys slightly changed, but you can see the keys on the screen there. I can switch between each of these and I can adjust either the whole thing. So I'm doing plus or minus to adjust the angle on the whole thing, or I can do the individual segments. There we go. The individual little radius. We'll switch to that one, do that one a little more. There we go. I think let's go like this. Whoa, let's not do that. There we go. I think that's probably okay. Press enter. And there we go. We can start connecting roads up. Wow, that is just fantastic. So for instance, like this curve here, I'm thinking, That's not the best curve ever. Let's just see if we can adjust that slightly. So we'll get the tool. We're going to take that road and that road. That's going to spin it all around, all wonky and weird. There we go. I think that's okay. Then I want to just make these curves slightly larger. I can do both of them at once, which I think I will do. Press enter, and there we go. That's fine. Then all we've got to do is upgrade that road. There we go. And that is, looking absolutely lovely. What a brilliant tool. Right, let's take a look at another very cool tool. This is the loop option. So I want to connect this road to over here. Again, we could go the long route like you would normally do, but now you can just select that road, select where you want that to connect to. That's going the wrong way, so I'm going to click this node here, and that is going to go the right way, and then I can make that a little bit smaller if I wish. Click enter, and I am done. And that was so much easier. And of course, you can change the shape. You can adjust the angles. You can do all sorts of things with that. And let's just do that one again. There we go. So we'll turn off the Move It mod. There we go. So we'll select that there. We'll select that there. We'll then click this one here. And we can make that smaller. Now, in the beta version as well, you can hold this little blob here and you can drag it backwards and forwards rather than using the keys. But I think this works quite well. Let's just see if we can add a little road on here for it to connect to. There we go. So we can click this one there, click this one here, tap that on the end, and that's can I connect? If I can get my teeth in, excellent. And then we can set that up how you like. And there we go. Excellent, excellent tool. Okay, let's take a look at the slope tool. Now, what would you normally do if you wanted to slope a monstrosity like this? You would use the Move It tool, wouldn't you? So let's select all the nodes on here and give this a go. There we go. That's all the nodes from beginning to end. And then you would go into here and do slope objects. And yeah, it's a little bit hawky-balky. Hasn't quite worked right. Okay, so let's undo that. And this time we're going to use the slope tool and see whether this makes a difference. So let's do that one there. There we go. Let's select the last one there. Let's click enter. And that, in my mind, is a much better slope all the way around. Now, let's be honest, you're never going to build a road like this, but you get the idea. I'm sure you've come across it where the tools we've had previously haven't quite done what you wanted to do when you've tried to slope roads, but that has just worked perfectly. And then finally, we have the Union Node tool. So you want to connect these two pieces of road together. We can go in here, select Union Modes. We'll get that node, and that will just connect them together. Now, you might be thinking, well, what is the point of something like that? But let's say you're building a very complicated intersection and you've got some roads that you need to connect together underneath. You can't just quite get there. I think that tool will come in very handy. So just backtracking to cover a couple of more in-depth things that we can do. So you've got the Arrange at Line tool. Before we use that to create a straight line, you can also use it to create a curve. So if you've got something like that and then we decide that we want this to be a curve, now this can be a little bit finicky, but I'm going to see if I can get it to work. So we're going to start with this little curve node and we're going to select, I've missed one, there we go, select these through to here and then press enter. There we go, and it's made a nice little curve. So that is a good option to keep in mind. Okay, so like me, you're probably looking around your city thinking, where can I use these tools to make these things better? And this little sort of switchback loopy road here, it's never quite lined up right. I've never really liked it, but I've just left it. Now I've got the tools to fix it. So first of all, I mean, it doesn't need to be this bus road, but we're going to make sure we've got that road as our last selected road. There we go. Then we're going to pause the game and we are going to delete this from there. Excellent. Now we're going to use the connection. So we go into here, go into this one, create connection mode. We'll select this and this, and it's going to go a bit hawky-balky, freaky-deaky at first, which is fine. So let's click the node on the end. Aha, now it's getting to a little bore. That is the one I think I want. So let's make this a little bit smaller. There we go, it's fit in, and that has actually put 123, 30 meters on each side. And I think, you know, that is probably going to be okay. I could adjust it a little bit. If I switch over, you see this one's highlighted white. If I switch over to this one, we could adjust that one ever so slightly. I think that is a bit better. There we go. Click enter. Fantastic. Exactly the same road. It's connected the path. This might just need moving down here. So it's connected there. I don't know why I've got this park out in the middle of nowhere, but hey ho, we'll leave it there. And then once everybody gets with the program and works out where the new road is, this will be working fine. And there we go. A couple of minutes later, they are enjoying the lovely, smooth new road. Fantastic. Okay, how about another use case here? Let's just pick the road that we want to build with. You're building an intersection and you want to loop this around from here to here. This one's up as a bridge. This one's down flat. Well, let's give that a go. Let us use the create loop mode. We're going to select that road there. We're going to select that road there. Do you know what? If I did it the other way around, let's start with this one and go to there. Yeah, it still loops around that direction. Must be some internal AI that teaches it to go that way. There we go. Wow, it's gone really big out there. So let's just shrink this thing down. Oh, we can't seem to go any smaller. Okay, there we go. I just shortened the length of this little road here, and it's just given us a bit of extra space to work with. And there we go. We can now work with the size of this. If you hold shift, you can decrease or increase in larger increments. If you hold control, there we go. We can decrease and increase in smaller increments. And I think alt as well, even smaller increments. So you can get this road lined up exactly as you want it. There we go. Tap enter, pop that in, and that has gone in. Maybe the road is going the wrong way round. That's fine. That is an easy fix. So let's go around here, and that is nicely sloped all the way up to there as well. Fantastic. What a smooth circle. Loop. Yeah, you know what I mean. Of course, these work with railway lines as well as roads. So I'm just going to delete this line that's running up through here all the way to the end. There we go. I'm going to select that. There we go. We're using the picker mod. So that's the last network we selected. And I want a connection going from here down to over here. So let's just use the create connection mode. It's going to come off the end of this piece and it's going to come all the way around to this piece or this piece. Let's go for that piece there. That's fine. We'll then switch that around on there and we'll switch it around on there. There we go. Excellent. Now we can adjust the two angles at the end. There we go. I think that is pretty good. So we'll press enter and that has nicely lined it all up for us on that end, all the way up here and all the way down to here as well. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to try and do my best at showing you the two new tools that have been added to the beta version. There we go. We get that on the screen when we first load up. I am warned. So let us take a look in here. What do we have? Aha! So now we have these options, split node mode and also invert segment mode. What do they do? Right, let's start with split node. We have a little crossroads here and I've decided I want to change that. So you select the node in the middle or the source node, and then I would like to take these two roads off and have them connect up here. So I select this segment, select that segment, and then I click where I would like that node to go. So I'm just going to click up here. And it's put that node up there and connected this one down here. And that works in all sorts of different ways. Let's just connect this up again. There we go. So we'll go over here, select the source node. This time I'm going to take that one and that one. And it says click with shift to split node and set source height. So let's give that one a go. So I want these two to come over here. I've clicked with shift and it's dragged it over there. I'm not quite sure what the source height was. Let me just try that again. Aha, here we go. Yeah, I've got this worked out. Thank you very much to MacSergey for helping me. So if we just click on here, I'm going to take these two nodes out. If I don't shift click and just click on there, it does it down flat, as you can see, as normal. If we just put this back to what it was, there we go. So let's try that again. This time we'll click the center. We'll take these two nodes out. Now I'm going to hold shift and we're going to move it over to there. And this node is now the same height as that node. Fantastic. Imagine doing these sort of roads on hills and things like that. That could actually be really, really helpful. And as we mentioned in the beta version, you don't have to individually select each node. There we go. We're going to select that one and hover over the end, and it's going to select all the rest in the middle for us. That is so much better, so much quicker. And finally, there's the invert segment mode, which, as far as I am concerned, in my use cases, it just works the same as using the upgrade tool to invert a piece of asymmetrical road or something similar. There are some other use cases I've been told by the mod creator, but he says if I don't know what they are, then I don't need it. So fair enough. There's obviously some more complicated things you can do with that. If you know what they are, then let me know in the description below. Right, just a couple of new things that have been slipped into the beta version today. It's the 4th of August, so there might even be more newer things by the time you watch this in a couple of days' time. But let's select a connection between these two. We are going to use this, this tool here, create connection mode. We're going to go from there to there. So as I've said already, you can now drag these circles. There we go. We'll have that one on that side as well. We can drag these out. If you want to change the direction of this, you can just double left click in the middle. Excellent. So we're going to drag that one out. We now have space in the middle to add another curve. We're going to double left click in the middle there, and now we've got a second curve we can add, and we can move all of these around to our heart's content. You can also increase or decrease the size. There we go. I'm left clicking and moving my mouse up and down as I'm holding the left click. So that can do that. You've got to be really careful with your mouse movements because it can suddenly shoot and disappear across the screen. But there we go. I managed it nicely. And then if I change my mind and I don't want this one here, double right click. There we go. And it goes back to this again. And I just think that is an absolutely, I'm trying to add another one in there, an absolutely great addition. There we go. And then one more thing I'm going to show you. Okay, we've now got the functionality of the Touch It mod has been added, and we know how that works. I can't change this road in here that's built into this building, but if we go down to here, it's called Make Touchable. We can touch a segment of that. So that is now touchable, and we can, if we wish, upgrade it to another type of network. And then also, if we want to, we can make a road untouchable. So let's just take this road that we placed manually down here. There we go. That's make touchable, and that is make untouchable. So now if I try and delete that, it shouldn't let me do it. Maybe I did that back to front. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do this one. There we go. There we go. Yes. Auto save, quick sip of tea. We're done. There we go. Look, I can't delete this road. Whereas if I draw another one in next to it, of course, as normal, look, I can hover over and I can delete parts of that. So that's deletable. Let's go onto this tool here. Let's touch that. Now it's undeletable. Maybe you want to set certain roads in your city as undeletable. This is the way to do it. So what do you think of all these fantastic tools? Let me know in the comments below. Are there any other mods you'd like me to check out? Let me know, and subscribe before you go as well. Thank you very much for all of your support. I will see you all very soon for the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.